Namaste, fellow sisters. Welcome to your second chakra practice, Svadhisthana. This chakra is located in your pelvic center. So think womb space, and it's linked with creation, creativity, pleasure, vitality. Water is the element, so thinking fluidity and movement. So in this practice this month, I hope to bring in more of that, fluidity and movement. And also vitality. When we practice yoga, we are generating prana, which means life force or vitality in our body, which is why often after doing yoga, we feel pretty good. I also hope that this practice, it's a little bit shorter so that it's a bit more manageable or achievable for some of you to do every day or every couple of days, whatever works for you. Maybe you want to have your, as we said last month, your props, whatever it is, blankets, cushions, etc. to help you out. Now before we begin, let's take an Om. Bring the hands together at your heart space, close the eyes down. Full breath in. Open the eyes, release the hands. We're going to start by just grounding and coming into our body, which is super important practice to do pretty much at the start of every practice, regardless of which chakra. Because again, it's that coming out of our head down into our body. So let's begin with child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching. You can do it supported. Reach the arms forward, come on down. Or unsupported, having your forehead to the mat. Let's go palms down, so we invite that sense of groundedness. Eyes closed, and let's take 3 deep breaths here. Sink your butt bones back to your heels. Maybe see if you can feel the expansion of your rib cage as you inhale, and feel the softness as you exhale. And after you've finished your last breath, coming up to all fours, knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Let's go cat and cow to bring that mobility into our spine. So inhale, pull the heart forward, belly drops. And as you exhale, round the spine and press the floor away. Inhale, come on through. And then round and dome your upper back. Think souffle in your upper back. Now keep going, but maybe you want to feed a little bit of creativity into this. Hip circles, bend the elbows, side to side, up to you. You got 2 more rounds here of your cat and cow. Moving in a way that feels right for your body right here and now. When you finish your 2 rounds, come to neutral, tuck your toes, and head on up into downward facing dog. And continue with that creativity here. So just moving in a way that your body says it wants to. One more breath to explore. Then find your stillness in your downward facing dog. Remember, knees can be bent, great option. Hands, press them super strong into the mat, fingers are spread. Hug the arms. Roll the eye of your elbows forward. Press the floor away. And then take the navel back towards your spine. The last breath here, nice and strong. Then walk your hands back to meet your feet. I'm going to take Malasana, which is a squat. So widen your feet, take your toes out. and then sink your hips down between your heels. Now you can totally do this supported. You can use your block, your book, bolster underneath your sitting bones. Here it's super easy to round the back and collapse, but let's not do that. Try and bring the elbows to the inner knees, open out the knees, hands at heart, and then take your thumbs towards your sternum. Now when Svadhisthana chakra is blocked or you say not functioning at its most optimal, one of the things is a stiff lower back. And a lot of us have stiff lower backs, I know I do. So this pose is super great because gravity is pulling your pelvis naturally down into alignment, so it can help out with those tight backs. Last breath here. And go ahead and plant your hands, straighten your legs, parallel your feet, bend your knees and dangle from the hips. Maybe sway side to side, maybe shake your head. Ragdoll. So think of yourself like a ragdoll. And then slowly curl up one vertebrae at a time. Sweep the arms out and up as you reach the top. Bring the hands down to your heart space. Then come to the top of your mat. Hands at your heart, feet together or hip width. And just take a moment to rear-arm here and now in Tadasana, your mountain pose. Eyes closed down. Firm your legs. Descend your tailbone. Reach through the crown of your head and go ahead and roll your shoulders back. Last breath in. And open the eyes. We're going to get moving with our sun salutations to create a bit of fluidity. So let's reach down and up as we inhale. Forward fold on the exhale. You can bend your knees. Halfway lift, inhale, maybe hands to shins. And refold, exhale, times 2 of these. Inhale, lengthen. You might prefer to have fingertips to floor. And then forward fold as you breathe out. Lengthen. Think a halfway lift or flat back. Then hands to floor, step back into your plank pose. Come forward to your tiptoes and take your knees down. Fingers are spread. Eye of your elbows roll forward. Hug your arms together. And instead of sinking the belly, which can be super easy to do here, think suction up, like there's a vacuum cleaner sitting in your lower back and it's suctioning your belly back. Keep all of that, take an inhale, and then lower all the way down as you breathe out. Let's take a baby cobra, tops of the feet down, inhale, curl up, just use the strength of your back to the earth as you exhale, times 2 more. Inhale, lengthen, hug the elbows in, come on down, breath out. Last one, inhale. If you want to press up more to a cobra, you can. And this time press to all fours. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come to tippy toes. Bend the knees as you breathe out. Then step, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Forward fold, chest to thighs. Come on up. Inhale, press through your feet. And then come on back down. Broad chest. Halfway lift. Inhale. Back to plank pose as you breathe out. Come forward, take the knees down. Inhale, hug the arms, belly is suctioning. All the way down, breath out. One cobra pose. Inhale. Either baby cobra or full cobra. And then back to downward facing dog. Tippy toes, inhale. Bend the knees, sink your hips back. And then step, top of the mat, halfway lift. Inhale. Chest to thighs as you exhale. Reach up, inhale, strong legs. And fold in half, breath out. One halfway lift, inhale. Back to your plank as you exhale. Knees down or not if you're feeling strong. Inhale, hug the arms, belly suctions all the way down. Cobra pose. Press the tops of the feet, legs are strong. And then press back, downward facing dog. You've got a few breaths here to reset and to find your breath again. So see if you can slow it down and deepen it. Go ahead and just simply step the right foot forward between the hands. You may need to use your hands to step it forward. Totally fine. Let's come on up to crescent lunge or high lunge. So press through your right heel. Reach the arms up. And come on down. So front knee over the ankle. Back knee is probably bent for most of us, so that we're not arching into the lower back. So it's a pretty tight, a lot of us are tight hip flexors, so this can be quite strong through the back, through the front of your back leg. Now hips are facing forward. See if you can hug your legs into the midline. That vacuum cleaner is suctioning your navel back. So feeling the strength here in this lower abdominal area. Take an inhale. Then let's go warrior two. Spin the back heel out to about 45-degree angle and come on down. Now we're going to go prana pulls here. So inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. Warrior two, as you exhale, come on down. Inhale, draw up. And then land, warrior two. You've got 3 more. Moving with your breath. See if you can move slow and steady, not fast. Make it fluid, smooth. Land in your warrior two when you've done your 5. Really biting the back edge of your back foot down. Your legs are strong. Feel them working hard. We're going to go reverse warrior. So inhale, but here your back arm sweeps forward and in front. Extended side angle, legs stay the same. Right arm sweeps back, top arm overhead. Again, reverse, inhale. And then exhale, come on forward, right arm sweeps in front. Inhale. Come on forward, breath out. Keep those strong legs, you've got 2 more. Keep the suctioning of navel back to spine so it protects the lower back. One last reverse, inhale. Hands to the floor, frame your front foot, downward facing dog. Left foot step it forward. Use your hands if you need. Crescent lunge, come on up. So those hips face forward. Press your left heel real strong into the earth. Little bend in the back knee so our tailbone is descending. Squeeze the legs into the midline. Last breath in. Warrior two. Breath out. Straight into prana pull. Inhale. Warrior two. Pull up. Land. Pull up like you're pulling up vitality. And then exhale. Come on down. You got 2 more. Find your warrior two. Lift your back kneecap and your back quads, your thigh muscles. Feel them working. So keep that, this is your foundation. Reverse, inhale, back arm sweeps in front of the belly. Exhale, extended side angle, left arm sweeps in front of lower belly. Reverse. Extended side angle, come on forward. You got 3 more. Move with your breath, your time. And then you'll take 1 more reverse warrior. Hands spiral down, frame the front foot, downward dog, come on back. Full breath in. And full breath out. Right foot step it forward between the hands. Crescent lunge, come on up. You've been here before, so you know where you're going. Find the strength and stability in those legs. And then lengthen through your side body up out of the pelvis. And then on your next breath in, arrowhead. Reach your heart forward like you're an arrow. So you're going to come onto the ball of your back foot, real strong through your back leg. Reach the fingers behind. Let's go palms down. That gives more openness through the chest. Now, since it's like pleasure related to this chakra, we're going to have a little bit of fun. So we're going to come into Dekasana. We're going to fly. So on your next inhale, you're going to come onto the front leg. Float the back leg. And parallel your chest to the earth. Now if you're like, this is not fun, this is struggle town, then totally bend the front knee. Interlace the hands and rest them just above your kneecap. Real strong through your back leg. You've got 1 more breath here. Stork pose, come on up. Reach the arms, sweep your left knee up. And then open eagle, bring your left ankle to your right knee. I'm going to turn to face you. And then sit back and down, hands at your height. So your bent knee, see if you can press that to the earth. Flex your left toes like your toenails can touch your shin bone. And then roll your shoulder heads back. Maybe add a smile. And then back to stork. Inhale, reach up. Hands to heart, breath out. Let's reach up. Inhale. And then forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, breath in. Downward dog, step back. Let's go left foot forward. Let's step it through. Crescent lunge, come on up. So steady your gaze. Remember drishti from the first month. So that means your gaze. And that's really going to help you out with these balancing poses. So steady your gaze on 1 point in front of you so that your mind isn't wandering around. And then arrowhead, inhale, shoot the heart forward. Come to the ball of your back foot. Super strong through your back leg. Roll your shoulder heads back. You've got this. Dekasana, aeroplane, inhale, float forward onto your front leg. Remember, you can take that modification, interlace the hands on the back thigh, your left thigh. Strong through your right leg. Stork pose, inhale, bring the right leg through and up, reach the arms. Open eagle, come on down, right ankle, left knee. And it's kind of like you're sitting back and down in a chair here. So your butt bones, they go back and down. Right foot is flexed. Think, lift the thumbs to your sternum. Back to stork, inhale, reach up. Hands to heart, breath out. Hold on, let's reach up, inhale. And then forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Back to down dog, breath out. Then let's walk the hands back to the meet the feet and let's take Malasana once more. Squat. Turn the toes out. Bring the pelvis down. Remember, you can use your support, use your block. Elbows to inner knees or even hands to the inner knees. Lift the chest and let the pelvis sink down. And if your mind is wandering off doing something else, then use this opportunity to land back into your physical form. Come back on down. Last breath. And then we're going to come onto our buttocks. So you can just drop your buttocks to the floor. We're going to take a boat pose, Navasana. This is really great, bit of core work, but it's activating this lower abdominal area. So feet to the floor, knees bent. Let's pop the hands behind the knees. Lean back, but think broad chest here. And see if you can think of the frontal hip points in your pelvis. Imagine you're hugging them together and combine that with lifting your pelvic floor so you feel rather strong in your lower abdominal area. Keep that. Lean back onto the buttocks. Lift the calves up so they're parallel to the floor. Activate your feet so they can do anything. You can point, flex, it's your call. Now, this might be plenty. You can stay. You might release the hands, or you might work your legs towards straight. But if you start to collapse your back, then that means you need to take it back down a notch. Steady your gaze, you've got this. We're here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Feet to the floor. Take a moment just to round the back here, hug the knees in, and drop your forehead towards your knees. And then lift your head up. We're going to go one more time. I know just what you wanted to hear, right? So hands behind the knees, pelvic floor lifts, wrap your lower belly in, start to float the legs up, wake up your feet. Remember, you've got options. Stay here, release hands, straighten the legs. It's your call. But think that there's a string attached to your chest and the string is lifting your chest up. Remember to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet back down. This time, we're just going to come onto our backs for some rolling bridges, just to help integrate the posterior line, the back body. So let's have the feet flat. Oh, and before we do, sorry, you may like to use a block or your book, whatever you've got here as a support. Let's have hands down to sides, palms down. Feet in hip width, and draw the heels of your feet up towards your buttocks. Now on your next inhale, you're going to curl the tailbone under and roll your spine up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Then when you hit the top, exhale, roll back down. Inhale, roll up. Breath out, down. Then you got 2 more like this. And if the knees want to move out to the sides, see if you can hug them back in towards each other. So they're not touching, but knees are in line with hips. Then after your second one, we're going to go back up again. This time we're going to stay. So this is where you may like your block or your book. You could slide underneath your sacrum as a bit of support. If you don't want support, either arms can stay on your sides or you can interlace the hands underneath you, roll the shoulder blades in and underneath you, and then lift your chest. Think tailbone to backs of knees. You got 1 last breath here. If the hands are clasped, release them. And on your out breath, slowly curl down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Pause when you hit the bottom. Then hug the knees into the chest. Maybe rock from side to side, or you can do circles. And then come back on up. You can either roll yourself up or roll to one side and press up. We're going to just take a little one for the hips. So just like we did last week, you may like to sit on your blanket. Now, first option, legs crossed. Good option. Second option, if you want to go a bit stronger, box pose. Wriggle your feet across so the ankles line up with your knees, flex your feet. Third option to go stronger, fire log pose. You're going to stack your ankles over your knees. Doesn't matter which way we do it because we're going to do it the other way in a minute anyway. Now, if you've got knee up like this, either take it back a notch to one of the other options, or you might use your block or your pillow, your cushion underneath your knee for support. Now, you're welcome to stay upright. This could be plenty. Or if you want to add on, inhale, reach to the top of the head. And as you breathe out, you're going to prowl your hands forward, coming into a forward fold. So you could use block or cushion, bolster here for your forearms, your head. Last breath here. And then inhale, slowly walk your way up. Change the cross of your legs. And then stay upright or inhale, reach up, and then come on forward. Notice if there's resistance in the hips. Try and let go. Your next inhale, come on up if you added a forward fold. Extend the legs out. We're going to finish with butterfly pose, which is a yin pose. Which is just like last week, it's the stomach spleen line, which is linked to the Svadhisthana chakra, just like the Muladhara. So we're going to have the soles of the feet together here. Again, up on a blanket is a really great idea, or a cushion. Now we're going to take a forward fold. So again, you have options. If you think this is plenty, then don't forward fold. You can simply stay upright, maybe you grab onto your feet or your ankles. If you're taking a forward fold, I highly recommend a prop. So again, bolster, blankets, cushion, up to you. If you're taking your forward fold, lengthen up as you breathe in. And then real soft, you're going to come down, round the back here, and rest your forehead to something. You could even stack fists on top of your support. Remember, yin is no effort. So notice if you're holding, if you're gripping, tightening. Can you breathe into those areas and just let go? And it might not happen straight away, I get that. But that's why yin poses, we usually stay in them for 5 to 10 minutes. And we're not staying in this pose that long, but I encourage you at home to make the time to stay in this pose for that long, 5 to 10 minutes. And that's why we use the supports, the props. We've got another 5 breaths here. After you finish your 5th breath, real slow come up. Eyes closed, you can keep them closed. Find a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together in prayer at the heart center. We'll finish with 3 arms. Take a full breath in. Put your head to your heart. Namaste.